Hey, you all. Happy Monday. Katie's with me tonight. We went to Eugene for a little getaway. And yeah, we're so excited to connect with y'all tonight. Hope you're having an awesome start to your week. I'm really excited to chat about this bar. I think I can delete this. Oops. Y'all disappeared, but I'm trying to disable this thingy and get rid of it. I'm really excited to chat about, this topic tonight because it is the first Monday night call that we've had for December. I'll just scoot it down here. There we go. Okay. I gotta bring them back up because it's so weird not to see anyone. There we go. There you are. All right. Okay. So I hope you brought a pen and a paper with you tonight. I forgot to tell everyone, bring a pen and paper, but hopefully you just know you should bring a pen and paper anytime you hop on a call because you just never know what you're going to need it for. So tonight we are going to be talking about just writing out our goals. There's 3 specifics for writing out your dreams and your dreams, which I think it's on one of these slides, but a dream is just a goal with a deadline. And it's more fun to say dreams, I think, than a goal. But so for that to come true, you must make it specific, give it a deadline and write it down. Look at it every day. You must have a plan to start with. So that's super important. And so we're going to do that on the call right now. We're just going to write out our goals for December, if you haven't yet, and then our 90-day goal. Which it's already partway through December. So I'm just saying my 90-day goal is going to be the end of March. It's a little past 90 days, but that's what I'm doing. Where I want to be, what my big goal is for the end of March. And yeah. Okay. So step 1, write it down. What are your dreams? I wanted to read a little piece from this book because it's so good. Let me find it. A lot of you are in our book study, The Slight Edge, and it's in here. And there's a chapter all on goals. And it's so good. But yeah, just write down your goals, whatever they are, write them down. They may, your dreams may be as huge or as small as you like. Neither is better or more or less worthy to be made real. So don't feel like, oh, it's not a big enough goal, or that's not a big deal. If it's a big deal to you, it's a big deal. So write it out. If you want to share in the comments, I would love to see, or share in our team chat once you've written them out. Okay, step 2 is you're going to look at it every day. You're going to visualize it. And we're actually going to do a little bit of a, I can't ever think of the right word. It's not scenario, exercise, a little exercise for this. So I want you to actually close your eyes, and I want you to, I'll close my eyes too so you don't feel awkward. So I want you to close your eyes, and I just want you to visualize what you just wrote down, like your dream that you have, your goal for in the next 90 days, like what you want to hit at the end of March, what that is, and just put yourself in that place. How's that going to feel? You're going to feel proud of yourself. Is that going to feel exciting? Is that going to feel freeing? Because maybe that's going to allow your family to experience something that you wouldn't have been able to without hitting that goal, without earning that paycheck. How are you going to feel about your family? Like, are they going to be so proud of you? Like, how are you going to feel when it's March 31st? You hit that goal. It happened. You did it. It was hard work, but like it happened. You doubted yourself along the way. You stayed consistent. You kept going. And it came to fruition. How's that going to feel? And I want you to actually, you can open your eyes now, write those feelings out. Like, I want you to write those feelings out, and there's a reason why. The feelings that you had, putting yourself in that place of experiencing that dream happening. Excitement. Proud of yourself, whatever they are. Just like write down those feelings. On the flip side of that, I think most of the time we focus on the negative part of that. We focus on like how we will feel when we don't hit it, or like we think about like, oh, man, why like set a goal, I'm not going to hit it. And you experience all those negative feelings of like defeat and feeling stuck in your current circumstances because you don't have that paycheck of what you need to get you out of a certain circumstance. That fear of like looking stupid or fear of failure. Excuse me. Instead of focusing on that, because nothing's happened yet, like you haven't achieved it, you haven't not achieved it. Like, I mean, like you have this goal that this dream that you really want. Instead of putting yourself in that negative space, like visualize and put yourself in that of achieving it, because that is what's going to serve you. Because when you're excited and you're hopeful and you feel like, okay, maybe this is possible, then your actions are going to line up in a way that are going to move you closer to that goal, rather than if you're focusing on like the skill that you don't have maybe to hit that you don't have yet, that you're not a people person, or that whatever it is, focusing on the things that like keep you from hitting that goal, that's just going to put you in a place of defeat and frustration. And that is going to that's going to put in motion actions that are not going to help you hit your goal. And so that's why it's so important. So step 1, write down your dream. Step 2, look at it every day and visualize yourself having achieved it. And this is what I did. I think it's so important to actually get a tangible, like physical thing to visualize to go along with your goal. So maybe that's a picture of your Lexus. Maybe that is a picture of the vacation you want to take your family on. Maybe that is, I don't know, whatever it is, like get a picture. Or like for me, one time I really want, so January 1st starts convention contest. So fun. And part of convention contest every single year, you can earn the gala. It's a black tie event. It's so fancy, so fun. They treat you like you're like royalty, and you get to dress up in like black tie attire. And I really wanted to earn that. So I was a ruby. No, I wasn't ruby. I was senior gold. We're coming up to the end of the year. I knew that contest was coming. And so what I did is I actually bought my gala dress and I hung it up to where I would see it every single day as a senior gold. And so that I would see it every day and remind myself of that goal and what I was pushing for. And it was so motivating. Like I saw it every day, multiple times a day, and it just kept me in action. And I would like imagine wearing it. And sometimes I would try it on and I would just like visualize having achieved that goal. And even though like partway through the contest, when like people like that you thought would be like running with you and then they weren't, or like, things happen, it's life. Like things are going to happen unexpectedly out of your control. But having that visualization like kept me in action. It kept me like positive. It kept, for the most part, of course, we'll have our days. And I hit that goal, like barely, but I hit it towards the end of the contest. And so I would really encourage you, get something that you can see every day to visualize, to help with that visualization of your dream. And then let me move this bar. The next thing is start with a plan. Oh, wait, let's go back. I forgot I was going to read this from the site Edge. So he says, surround yourself with it. Keep your awareness in your face. Look at it every single day. Your brain is far more complex and powerful than the biggest computer in the world, and your own subconscious is by far the biggest distraction you have. Remember how many times you heard the word no by the time you hit first grade? More than 40,000 times. And it had octuple the impact of those mere 5,000 yeses that you had. Your brain has recorded an 8-to-1 preponderance of no, which translates into you can't do it. It will never work. That's impossible. Why am I even trying? We all come at this business of success with an imposing baggage of negative conditioning, and that's okay. You and I can't live our childhoods over again, but we don't need to in order to fulfill our dreams. What we can do and need to do is surround ourselves with our own yeses. Surround yourself with messages that tell you that your dreams are real, your dreams are real, your dreams are real. Not only are they possible, they are inevitable. That's the message your subconscious needs to be soaked in constantly. Having your dreams concretely spelled out on paper in the most vivid and specific terms possible, and with a very tangible, concrete timeline, provides you with an environment of yes for your goals, dreams, and aspirations. And when that 19-to-1 force of gravity starts leaking in from our subconscious and whispering, yeah, but are they really? We need to respond instantly and without hesitation. Yes, 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 yes. So that is why it's so important to visualize, to see it every day, writing out your goals. I would encourage you to write out like on paper every single day, like as part, you sit down to work, like write out that dream that you just wrote out, write it out again every single day for the next 90 days, just keep writing it out. And then it's going to be in the forefront of your mind. It's going to motivate you. It's going to encourage you to go do those things that you know you need to do. Maybe you don't feel like doing. And what you focus on expands. And so there's that. Now, next is start with a plan. And I'm just going to read this to you. So I loved how he just hit on this part, and because I think it's something we can all struggle with. But he says, this is the point where people are often thrown off track. It's easy to assume that you need to put together the plan that will get you there. In other words, the right plan, the plan that will work. No, the point is not to come up with the brilliant blueprint that is guaranteed to take you all the way to the finish line. The point is simply to come up with a plan that will get you out of the starting gate. It's not even that your starting plan doesn't necessarily get you there. It for sure won't get you there, at least not the exact plan you conceive at first. Nobody has that degree of perfect precision in long-range planning, and there are too many variables and surprises along the way that will require adjustments to the plan. You have to start with a plan, but the plan you start with will not be the plan that gets you there. In fact, just for emphasis, I'm going to say that once more. You have to start with a plan, but the plan you start with will not be the plan that gets you there. Now, that may sound like it makes no sense at all. I mean, if this plan isn't going to get you to your goal, why bother designing it? What's the point? The point is that you need a plan to start with, the same way you need a penny to start with before anything can double, etc. He goes on, but the power of a plan is not that it will get you there. The power of a plan is that it will get you started. People make the mistake of thinking they need the perfect plan. There is no perfect plan. By definition, there can't be, because a plan is not getting there. It's only your jumping off point, and that's exactly the reason you need a plan. Do the thing and you shall have, okay, keep going. These are some of his, man, I can't figure out this bar, but oh well. He says, do the thing and you shall have the power. Don't try to figure it all out. If you want twice the success, double your rate of failure. And then whatever you can do or dream you can, begin. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. And I think that's where so many of us get hung up, is that we feel like we need to have the perfect plan, the perfect idea, the perfect, like, everything, all the stars align for us to like work our business or whatever. And you don't, you just have to get into action, and like things start to fall into place as you're in action. But if you're stuck in inaction, if you are in a place where you're just like, oh, I don't know, like you feel inadequate, you feel like you don't have whatever, like you're just going to keep doubting yourself more and more. And then your dreams are going to be like so much further off in the distance, rather than if you just take that first step and then you take another step. And then sometimes you take a couple steps backwards, but that's okay because that's part of it. You don't have to, no one has it all figured out. Like, I'm a diamond, Kay's a sapphire. Like, we don't have it all figured out. Like, we never will. No one ever will. And
changes.
Yeah, I don't know. Once you figure, you're like, okay, I think I got this. You're like, oh, never mind. Plot twist. I don't have this. Let me see if I can turn this screen share off really quick.
How do you do this? Is pause share? Is that
where?
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think.
Stop share.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So anywho, I hope that was encouraging for you all just to know, like, you've got this. Just write out your goals, your dreams, and make a plan. If you need help making a plan, just ask your sponsor. That's what they're there for, is to help you do that. And most of the time, a lot of the plan involves just like doing your IPA consistently, which can seem like, oh, that's kind of boring, but that's really where so much of like the secret of success lies, is that daily consistent, like reaching out, following up, growing your network, asking people to share. We're doing an IPA challenge starting tomorrow that is going to be kind of focused around like duplication. We had an amazing November, like almost double the ads that we had in October. And our team goal is to double again. So our team goal is set 250 ads in December because there's so many people who need what we have, and I know we can hit that. And so because of the fact that we signed so many last month, I think something that is so important is to focus on that duplication of helping them, or at least asking. You will never know unless you ask. Like, it's automatically no if you don't ask. And so just asking them to share or do a shout out, or if they've ever thought of sharing, or go, like, just making sure you are hitting that duplication piece. And so that's kind of what our IPA challenge is going to be about, because when you're helping people, like add people, it gets so much more fun because you're not doing all the work yourself. Well, it might seem like a lot of work when you're helping a new person get started and get going, but over time, like that momentum starts to build. And then before you know it, they're sapphire, Katie, and it's so worth it. And so, does anyone have any questions about any of that, of your goal, any of the thing we talked about? I would love to hear in the Diamond Bound chat. Just drop your goals for us. I know we did that earlier on at the first of the month. A lot of you shared your goals and they're amazing. So if you haven't yet, go share those goals that you have. I shared my goal. Where did I wrote them down here? My goals I wrote down so I have a planner, which actually probably the first time I actually have started to completely fill out a planner. Because that's been a weakness of mine and I'm working at it. I'm on a good roll. And so I wrote them out in my planner so I could see them every day. So when I go to see like, okay, what's going on today, I see my goals right there. And I'm going to do that as well. Like, I'm going to write out, Jessica Heffley actually gave me that idea. She was like, I'm going to write out my goals every day for 90 days, because like what I focus on expands. And so just making sure you have it there where you're going to see it every day, have a visual of it. Those little things, they can seem like they're not a big deal. Like, does it really matter if I see my goals every day? But it really does matter, because this business, like, it's 80% mindset and 20% skill. And so that tells you right there, that is so important. Like, these little things, like seeing your goals every day, visualizing it, the mindset, it is so important, and hopefully encouraging to know that you don't have to be like amazing at all these different skills. You don't. 80% mindset, 20% skill. So you've got this. So excited for you all to crush your December and the next 90 days. And we're going to see a lot of you next month at the Super Saturday in Scottsdale. We're super excited about that. Okay, well, have an awesome night, y'all. We're not doing book study tonight because we're on our getaway, but we're going to pick back up on next week. And so if you're in our book study, we'll be doing it next week, and we'll be in chapters 12 and 13. Yeah, I think, is that right? No, because 10, 11, 12, we're going to be in 13, 14. I think. 13, 14. Yeah, we'll add on so we can finish it. 13 and 14 next week, we'll be in those chapters. So it was 11, 12, 13, and 14. Hence we're skipping today. So, all right, we love you all. We're praying for you all, and have a wonderful week. Bye.